I'm back with another triggering topic, and I feel like this is another one of my I'm about to get canceled videos. But you know what? I'm here to help Black women and girls and say the things that should be said, whether it hurts or not, because I always have our best interests in mind. Now let's get into it. Now let's talk about the culture of women's sexual freedom, sexual liberation, slut shaming, etc., etc. You know what? I just want y'all to watch this clip, and I'm gonna be back.
Always had like that energy of trains like in me. Trains are my
Legend
passion. I
back
think
in
it's a
the
really
day.
empowering thing to do as a woman because you're all here.
Trains?
Yeah, they're all here for me. It's everything I say goes. Like no one goes over the line. It's only exactly what I want to do. I think all women should do it.
Now watch this pretty young woman say that letting men run trains on her is empowering. And it really let me know when I saw that something has really been lost in translation with a lot of people now in our society. Letting people use your body is not empowering, nor is it beneficial to you mentally or physically. Now, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. Women are never going to get men to ever accept women's promiscuity as acceptable. Men will always look down on women that behave like this. Now, you could always tell me, hey, who cares about what men think or how they view women? You're just being a pick me. I will tell you why I'm not. Because 9 times out of 10, these same women still desire men and want one in their life. And that's just keeping it a buck. So yes, whether you want to acknowledge it or not, these men's thought processes should concern you if you know that's how you feel, if you know that you want a man. And I'm not saying that this way of thinking is fair. And so don't get it twisted. I'm not being a pick me in any way. Yes, men can absolutely be hypocritical and have double standards. But that, unfortunately, is the way our society is set up. Men have very rigid moral standards that they put on women. And they very rarely deviate from those standards that they hold women to. That's why when you hear talk about body counts and how men don't usually accept cheating from women, etc., they do not change their moral standards for women. Now, women do that for men. You know, where they say, oh, he's just a man. I understand why he cheated. I'm just going to accept it, blah, blah, blah. But men hardly ever do that. So I want you to make no mistake when you're giving yourself to these men like this, under this umbrella of sexual freedom, make no mistake about it. However you view yourself or the reasons why you're doing it, they view it differently. And they do not respect you. And you will be treated in some way, shape, or form with disrespect. That's why you have a beautiful woman like Meg Thee Stallion. And mind you, I do like her and I've supported her publicly on my page. But you have a beautiful woman like that who was having sex with multiple men and they all disrespected her publicly and treated her like she was nothing. Yes, she was sexually free and liberated and was able to do whatever she wanted with her body. Yet those men used her body and then disrespected her. And by her statements, it didn't sit well with her. And it even caused problems with her boyfriend. Why? Because of his biased moral standard, which I said most men have. I would venture to say at least 95%. And what I'm trying to get people to understand is I think a lot of young women aren't thinking that if later on you decide you want to change that persona because now you're truly looking for love, like Brittany Renner, she's a perfect example. These men do not forget, and you will find it difficult to be taken seriously because once men view you in this sexual range of promiscuity, they treat you with blatant disrespect. And I'm not even saying that the women that carry themselves well don't get treated with disrespect too, but the disrespect that women that they view like this are treated as is a whole different level. And you have to think about it also, the toll on your body or the risk of pregnancy or even diseases is just not the way to live or be as a woman. It is detrimental to us. Like, I just feel like when people talk about sexuality, there's nothing wrong with being sexual. Nothing wrong with that at all. But sexual freedom does not equal sexual promiscuity. Contrary to what people say, it does not go hand in hand. It's like now in society, because of political correctness and everyone accusing everyone of having a phobia or hatred or slut shaming, if they don't agree with a certain behavior or lifestyle, people are scared to say the truth. And now things that society previously was aware that was frankly bad is now being changed to being good. And everyone's afraid to be like, wait a minute, y'all don't know that this probably isn't beneficial to you. It's just not going to help you. Women's freedom and women's liberation does not have to come in the form of sexual promiscuity or allowing men to use you. It's not only risky, it's risky physically as far as STDs and things like that, but it's also criminally risky because if you sleep with the wrong person and you don't know them and they're unhinged, you could end up losing your life. But it's also damaging emotionally and mentally. But you know what? Y'all just let me know what y'all think. Hopefully I'm not canceled. I don't know. But if y'all can't drop $1, holler in my Cash App above, tell me get this podcast started, then please subscribe to my YouTube. It's so free. The link is in my bio. And as always, please drop your thoughts down below.